Alrighty, let's roll and let's talk. Let's discuss our crazy, fucked up times that we are living in. See if we can get any voices of reason in here today and we can chat about our world in the country that we are living in. Yeah, well, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Damn, traffic's bad. Everybody back to work. Everybody's back to work. Traffic's crazy. Bonkers. Bonkers. But I believe in love. I believe in babies. I believe in a mommy and dad. I believe in you. I don't believe that heaven waits for only those who congregate. It's down below, he's up above. I don't know all the lyrics, but man, I love that song. But I believe in love. I believe in babies. I believe in the mommy and daddy. I believe in. Yeah, man, it's beautiful out today, guys. I'm gonna get pulled over and we'll talk. If there's somebody here. Probably don't know what the hell I'm going to talk about, but read the description. We gotta. It's time, guys. We gotta get away from this clown. You know, too much race. This shit that he did today with the monkeys. Yeah, well, we'll talk about it as soon as I get pulled over, or as soon as not get pulled over, as soon as I pull over. I'm close to where we can talk, but yeah, you know, every now and then, Liver Cheese got to check in and let everybody know about the pulse of the country and how we're feeling, and to let you know that you're not crazy. You're not crazy. This is America that you're living in, and I know it's bizarro, wacko times, but we're going to get through it, guys. We're going to get through it. We're going to get through it. If anybody wants to today come in here and give up their Trump card and and come into our group, we have a group of like-minded individuals of various backgrounds: red, blue, agnostic, atheist, Christian. We got them all in there, and in our nightly streams, and we talk and we listen to each other, and we don't just run over each other as far as political talk and things like that. Now, I'll also let you know we do a lot of cool stuff with Gen X stuff. We do First Amendment audits. We do just about everything. But I'm going to start doing some videos that are going to help you guys kind of relax and get away from this craziness of this world. But guys, it's okay to back out, man. It is always okay to back out. Uh, and it's okay to admit when you were wrong. That's fine. But I'm wrong every day. I'm wrong every day, and that's okay. That means I'm learning something new every day. So, having been able to back out and with your pride, I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to let you keep your pride. Okay. I just want you to turn that card in, man, because you know it's just yeah. Eventually, you gotta say something. You can't just be silent in all this, when you got what's going on and what's happening out there in the world. You got to speak up. You got to say something. You got to let everybody know what side you're on. Are you on the side of humans or are you on the side of the billionaires? Because remember what I always say, it's not red versus blue. It's the 1% versus you. Remember that. That's trademarked going on a t-shirt. We're fighting the wrong people, guys. We're fighting the wrong people. They want us to fight each other. They want us to fight each other, and time to wake up, time to snap out of it, time to see their plan, because they do have a plan. Okay, I'm going to better read some of these comments. Hopefully there's not too many trolls today, but if there are, I'll take them as they come. All right, here we go. I'm gay for you, daddy. Well, thank you, sir. I'm gay for you, daddy. I'm gay for you, daddy. I'm gay for you, daddy. Yeah, it's real nice to finally get pulled over, and that's what we see. This country's infatuation with how with who you sleep with is a pretty disgusting thing. I don't know when it happened, but I want to go back to when we didn't do that. Oh man. Any regulars? My regulars aren't going to be in here most likely because we're night owls. We do that shit at night. We do all our critical thinking at night. We do during the day too, but at night, that's when we've mellowed out a little bit. And yeah, stop by my stream. We do it every night. I'm just here. Out every night, and we invite everybody, whether you're red hat, blue hat, whatever, Christian, agnostic. We want to get everybody in a space where we can critically talk about this country and our problems. Because social media is not social anymore, guys. Think about that. Social media is the reason that we are where we're at right now. We need to quit falling for the okie doke, quit falling for the culture war bullshit, and yeah, let's get together and let's talk and let's have fun. You'd be amazed how much alike you are to other people when you actually sit down and discuss things. Nixon unconstitutional war is actually cultural genocide rooted in xenophobia. Glyphosate kills left and right wing or KKK and ban religious practices. I love kissing your ass. No, man, the way I feel about organized religion, it's just, I've never been a fan of it because I feel like I'm agnostic, but I feel like if you have your relationship with God or Jesus or whoever it is, you don't have to be between four walls and other people to have that relationship with whoever your higher being is, right? As a matter of fact, it's kind of a distraction. If you talk to a God or to a Jesus or to a Buddha or to an Allah or whoever, yeah, it's a lot easier to do in your own house or on your own time. You don't have to go out and congregate in these churches where people are, you don't know if the guy next to you is just hates immigrants, and you don't know if the guy next to you, the person next to you is a disgusting piece of trash. They're out there. And they're trying to cloak themselves in Christianity. And yeah, if I was a true Christian right now, I'd be very pissed off. Very, very pissed off. I would be fighting to get my religion back because TPUSA, enemies of the United States, every damn one of them, are trying to take over Christianity. You need to stop it. You need to stop it. You really need to step in and say something to these guys because they don't make you look good. All right, let's talk about what I posted today. If you saw my title, it was Trump monkey business. Man, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Our president of the United States posted a video that showed Barack Obama and Michelle Obama as monkeys. This is not an alternate timeline. This is a real thing that's happening right now. Now, let's take it a step further. When everybody saw it this morning and last night, everybody's like, oh, well, they're going to retract that. They're going to pull it back and say something like, well, we just shared it. No, they're doubling down on it. Carolyn Levitt said that it depicts him being in a jungle. Let me tell you something, you fucking asshole, okay? You will never abuse a minority in front of me. Okay. I'm going to tell you that right now. And all these people who are going around right now thinking they're getting away with that shit, you ain't getting away with nothing. Nothing at all. Because when we, the people, take it all back over, we're coming after you and we're going to hold you accountable for every disgusting thing that you've done. All those ICE agents who have shoved women, kicked dogs, killed people on the streets, they think they're free and clear. No, brother.
We're going to get back control of that, and your little $50,000 bonus, which you're not going to get, by the way. Has everybody seen those stories? None of the bonuses are going out. These guys aren't getting paid. Of course they're not. It's Trump. What would you expect? We were supposed to have $2,000 checks before Christmas. We were supposed to have health care 8 years ago, plans. I mean, guys, I don't know what to tell you, man. If your eyes aren't open up just enough to see what the hell's happening, then yeah, you're going to have some rough times ahead. You're going to have some rough times because the people aren't going to be on their knees forever. Yeah, we're going to stand up. Spring, Minneapolis, mark it on your calendar. Everything changes. America stops living on its knees and we rise up. And yeah, it's going to be glorious to watch. It's going to be absolutely glorious. It might get a little nasty, probably get a little nasty. Might see some blood on the streets, things like that. But, the direction our country's going in, it's time to stop. Time to stop. Are you protecting billionaires and pedophiles, or are you just a human being? Can you open up your eyes enough to see that corporations have fucked you left and right so much that now you just take it? When are you going to stop taking it? When are you going to stand up and say enough of that shit? That's all it's going to take. Everybody is going to open their eyes and say, I'm not going to live on my knees anymore. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to live on my feet, and we'll get it back. Your ass is very pimply. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. You ever notice that dumb fucks, real dumb fucks, the first thing they always go for is someone's looks? That should tell you everything you need to know about a person. If a person, all they can do is go somewhere and start talking about someone's looks, if that's the first thing, oh, look at this guy, look at this girl, get away from that guy. Get away from them. They're a piece of shit. They're a piece of shit. All right. Yeah, come on in. Drop that Trump card. Or if you don't want to drop the Trump card, come on in. We'll talk to you. We'll talk to you on our live streams that we have every night, where we have a blast and eventually all wind up kind of coming together and agreeing on things. Even if we don't agree on things, guess what? We're talking. Right on, brother. I appreciate it. Or female. I don't know. Now, when I say bro, guys, I say that in the least sexist way possible. If I call you bro, it means that even if you're a female or a male, it means that I like you or accept your comment. Not meant to be sexist in any way or anything like that. I ain't that way. Everybody having a good day today, guys? If you're having a good day, give me a thumbs up. America is red. No, it's not. Bro, you have no idea what you're talking about, man. This country, you know what percentage of this country is red? Or at least the red that you think the percentage of the country is. It's probably about 25%, if that. But you'll see that in Minneapolis. You'll see that. A lot of these guys, they're in their little bubbles. They're in their little bubble towns where they don't come across a Democrat or a black person they're the entire week. They'll be lucky to run across anybody with a different opinion. So their minds are blown. That's why they always call protesters paid protesters, because they're in their little bubbles and they don't come to cities. They don't come to large populated areas where people are damn pissed off. They don't, and even if they do, they act scared. I can't tell you how many times a day I see people on Facebook trash in Memphis talking about how I'd never come to Memphis if I wasn't armed. Guess what, man? I've been here 54 fucking years and I've never owned a gun. I walk the streets of downtown. I walk the streets of Midtown. I walk the streets everywhere in this city. And these are good people. Do we have crime and problems? Absolutely we do. But any populated area is going to have that. As a matter of fact, any less populated area is going to have it too. You go out to the suburbs and shit in their little red bubbles. What do you got out there? You got heroin addiction. You got any kind of pain medication they're addicted to out there. So we can get in and delve and let's point at the worst parts of each individual. Or you can decide, you know what? I'm not going to judge an entire group on a few people. Right? Because that's what you're doing. All right. Birmingham here, very high crime rate. I love Birmingham. High crime rate, good people. Same with St. Louis. Same with St. Louis. St. Louis, I've always, it's a sister city to Memphis, man, but I go there, I travel there just to visit the city because they have so much to do. And so many people seem to be afraid of St. Louis. I have no idea why. I mean, we were all over that city and they seem really proud of their city. And they wonder why. They're like, people are afraid of us. It's okay, man. If you want to be afraid and sit in your little red bubbles all your lives and not expand your mind or expand your growth, be the same individual you've been since you were 18 years old, peak in high school, go to the same job, talk to the same fucking 4 people every week. If that's the way you want to live your life, that's great, man. But when you start affecting other people with it, then we're going to have a problem with it. Okay. That's what these people fail to understand, okay? We're not coming after them because we just don't like it. We just don't like ICE. I mean, we have eyes. We see what's going on. It's a tyrant government trying to take away our voting rights. Good luck with that, Trump. Good luck with that. You better quash that talk right now, buddy, because you want to get into a civil war, try to take states' voting rights away. Speaking on that, where are all the red hats who were states' rights people? Where are all the red hats who were Second Amendment people? Where are all the red hats who were First Amendment people? And I talk to them every day. I'm an auditor. They would come up to me all the time. I appreciate what you're doing for the Second Amendment and the First Amendment. Some of them argue and some of them yell. But my point is, where are they at now? All these people who, you ain't taking my guns away. But it's okay for Trump to say that, oh, you can't have guns because you're black or you're brown. No. Nope. And if you think for 1 second that we trust you with our votes, you've lost your mind, dude. I'll die on the streets before my rights to vote get taken away by the corrupt government. So if you want to go down that path, Trump, I would advise you to back up quickly. Because there's a lot of people in this country who are willing to die for their right to vote and their freedom of speech and for their guns. You don't seem to understand that. You really don't. I keep waiting for some flash of light where you go, oh, people don't like this shit. You'll see that flash of light when it warms up a little bit in Minneapolis. Can you imagine how the protesting is going to be there? They're protesting out there in negative 0 degree weather. A lot of people. So just imagine when it's a little warm outside, what's going to happen. I'm telling you now, guys, prepare for it. Hit that sub button right up there, guys. If you're tired of all the talking point culture war bullshit that you see every night on YouTube, on Facebook, on the news, everywhere else. Hit that sub button, man. We will talk. And at night we play games. We got board games. We do. We're going to be doing all kinds of cool stuff at night. If you don't know, you better ask somebody and come in and check it out. We have some great discussions in there, and we're inviting you. Even if you're not just like me, imagine that. Inviting someone to your group or to talk to you that's not just exactly like you. It's a crazy concept, isn't it? I'll just sit here and sing to these trolls. How about that? We're going to sing to the trolls. Like our boy in the giraffe costume that goes around pissing off the Mill Team 6 ICE members. Oh my God! Speaking of ice, it's melting. It's melting all over our city right now. We've been stuck under ice for 2 weeks, and it's beautiful. Today, it's actually 60 degrees outside, or almost 60. So the ice is shriveling away, just like it'll do in Minneapolis in the spring. All that ice is going to shrivel down to nothing. There won't be any ice in spring. Wolfie, what's up? You ain't gonna like my talk today, brother. Come on in here, man. We got one of our regulars in here, Wolfie. Wolfie's a real Christian. He's a real Christian. He's not one of these fake Christians. He's a real one. So thank you for getting in here, Wolfie. I just figured I'd come in here today and get a few of these trolls and hopefully maybe get them over to our platform and our live stream. You know, we need more new blood. You're at work? Good, man. I hope they're not busting your ass over there, Wolfie. Hope you're having a good day, brother. Me and Wolfie last night, we talked about Christianity, and it was really cool because I showed him some ghost videos, which, if you know ghosts, they're anti-organized religion. And Wolfie's a Christian, and he wasn't okay with the videos, but he listened to them, and we talked about it. And we talked about what they were trying to do, how that, and that's refreshing to not have someone shut down like that. And then Wolfie talked to me about some things about Christianity, and we had good conversation. And we walked away, and we're still friends. That's what happens when you use this instead of this. Gen X, let's go. Because Cash is an idiot and spoke too soon. You idiots detract. Hey guys, what do y'all think about the about our new obsession for the weekend? And it should be an obsession. You got a disappeared woman, the old lady who happened to be the CNN host mom. When I saw that, the first thing I thought of was, yeah, she's dead. Some crazy lunatic political person came and swiped her and killed her. I still don't have a ton of hope. I mean, I do hope she comes up, but I just don't. I'm not seeing it, guys. If I'm wrong, I hope I'm wrong. Kyle was invited to a property and got chased by a mob. Yeah, did y'all see the profile says it all, bud? Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Maybe it's a hoax, probably kidnapped by a Mexican. Alex answered a signal chat and call to arms and self-deleted. So this clown right here thinks that when he sees call to arms anywhere on social media, he thinks that that's a bad thing. That means that they're going to go out to try to shoot somebody. What a moronic thing to say, bro. It's a moronic thing to say. A call to arms is not a violent thing. That just means we need to take action. It's time to take action. And you said he deleted himself. Fuck you, brother. Get the fuck out of here. You're a worm. You're a worm who doesn't deserve to be in this platform. Go away. Never say that in public. You would never say that in public. I guarantee you would never say that in public. I promise you would never say that in public. Cowards. The ones who you see talking the most, the ones who you see talking the most shit about defending Nazis, defending billionaires, defending all that, they're always the ones that are the biggest fucking cowards. Every time. Every time. Sit back on their keyboard. Oh, my wife's not fucking me anymore because I like Trump too much. Let me get in here and flame some people on someone else's platform and show them. You ain't showed me shit, boss. These right wingers really love defending Rittenhouse, a murderer, while claiming Alex wasn't killed after he was disarmed. Yeah, I mean, you can't make it make sense, man. They're too far into that hole. But I think that there's still a few out there who are changing their tune. I've actually talked to a few who said I ain't voting for that fucking shit anymore. This is over. So that's why Trump's talking about nationalizing the election, because he knows he's fucked in the midterms and in the next election. He's pretty much ruined Republicans' chances for quite a while. And I don't feel bad about it because you've sat around and let him do it. The only way he wins is if he gets the votes and changes them. which isn't going to happen. We have free and fair elections in this country. He demonized mail-in voting, even though he mail-in votes himself. Make it make sense, man. He demonized it, and now everybody thinks there's all kinds of fraud and everything going on in the elections out there, which there's not. They've had recount after recount after recount. There are no phantom missing votes. There are no hundreds of illegal voters voting. None of that fucking shit happened. None of it. So I'm going to burst your red bubble right fucking here. Until you can show me proof, don't come to me with that bullshit. All this, well, they did this and they did that. All you got to do is say, prove it. And they never can prove it. Never. I've never had one of them prove it. I'm not saying both parties don't lie, bro. But the end result is what we're talking about here. Both parties lie, absolutely. Both parties are controlled by corporations, absolutely. But one side is, well, maybe they're kind of both pushing the culture wars. You know, maybe they are. Maybe they're both pushing the bullshit culture wars that mean nothing in our country. Nothing. Because socialism is paid leave, sick days, work comp. Not anymore. They're fucking got deported. And it's so amazing that you fucking idiots think that deporting a bunch of people is going to change the next election. It's not. They don't vote. If they do vote, why the fuck would they vote? Why would an illegal alien vote? Just give me a reason why an illegal alien would vote. I'll wait. You got to be the dumbest motherfucker on the planet to think that somebody's going to risk their fucking lives and their independence to illegally vote. It's a felony. If you get caught with that shit, you're going to jail for a long time. There ain't nobody out there that I would risk my freedom for to vote for. And you're telling me that an illegal alien voted. Man, I just can't with you motherfuckers. Again, show me the proof. When you show me the proof, then we'll talk. We'll have a civil conversation. Until then, this is for you because you're just spreading lies. That's all you're doing. And I won't allow it. Okay, you may other people may allow it. And oh, that's a good point. Guess what? You don't get a point with me. You don't get to make that point with me. If you say the 2020 election was stolen, you have no platform here, and I will not talk to you at all because you're a fucking moron. You're just a complete moron. Sorry. It is what it is. I hate to have to tell you. Which is another reason they're demonizing education here. They're demonizing higher education in our country. And the morons are saying, oh, well, they're doing it because they're we're doing it because you're indoctrinating our kids. No, we're not indoctrinating your fucking kids. Your kids have their own brain. They're not supposed to be a carbon copy of you. They go out, they decide how they want their life to fucking be. If they get to college and they decide, oh, look, mommy and daddy are pieces of shit. Guess what? That's part of life. That's part of growing. That's part of, you can't not let your kids not be you. That's all I'm saying. Your kids are going to be whoever the fuck they want to be. Okay. You can keep them tied down for as long as you want to and try to train them up in your Nazi bullshit, your racism. Oh, brown people aren't to be trusted. Black people aren't to be trusted. But guess what? They have friends. Okay. So you think it's all coming from schools. It ain't coming from schools, brother. It's coming from them talking to each other and looking around and going, oh, look at these disgusting fucking behaviors going on around me. That's why these kids are protesting at schools coming out everywhere. Everybody's like, oh, they're just dumb. They just won't have school. Oh, yeah. How dare them? How dare them do the most American thing you can do in this country? Protest. How dare those commie kids? Amazing, these grown adults getting on there. But yeah, what about the MAGA guy that got his ass knocked out? I love that shit. I've watched that video 100 times. I'm showing it to people in public. Actually, here's what I want you guys to do, okay? If you live around any type of minority, or if you go into a store or an area where there's minorities present, a large amount of them, strike up conversations with them. Ask them, oh, did you see what Trump did this morning with the monkey thing? Go up to black people. That's what I'm going to do right after this. I'm going to my job, and I will be letting everybody in there see the video of that Trump shared, because these videos aren't getting seen by a lot of people. If you're a black person in Memphis, you're probably not very political because you're just trying to fucking survive. Okay. My job is to educate these people and show them what this clown has said about them. And then we'll let the cards fall where they may. Or you can go in there and you can defend Trump. How about that? How about that, all you Trump lovers? Let's go to a minority place that has a lot of blacks, browns, or whatever, and carry that video around and show people, and then explain to them all why he said that and how it's a joke. How it's a joke to depict a black person as a fucking monkey. You explain to them how that's a fucking joke. Piss me off, man. That's what happens, man. I get a little passionate about stuff, and I'll tend to go off, especially when it comes to people's fucking when it comes to minorities and their treatments in this fucking country. Okay, call me whatever you want to, bitch. Call me in lover or whatever, which I've been called 100 times. I don't care, brother. I don't care. I really don't care. I lay my head on my pillow at night and I sleep like a fucking baby. You know why I sleep like a baby? Because if I die in the middle of the night, I know where I'm going. I'm going straight up or straight, wherever the goodness is. I know where you're going. You're going to be reincarnated as a worm or a maggot or something. You're going to come back as a grub. That's what's going to happen to you guys. So, yeah, I'm okay with it. I flame me all you want to, because if I'm being flamed by a piece of garbage, then actually that makes me feel good. So come on and flame me. Flame me. If you're a piece of trash, flame me. Let's get it out of your system so you can feel better and I can feel better knowing that I'm morally superior than you are with your church ass. That's another thing, man. These guys, they want to come in and they want to claim moral superiority. They like to bring up abortion. They like to, if you bring up anything bad about Christianity, they want to bring up abortion. And that's just their game. That's how they call everybody else a piece of shit, even though the majority of abortions are performed before the heartbeat. But let's not talk about that. I ain't wading into abortion. The way I feel about abortion is this. If you think your God doesn't want abortion, then you let your fucking God take care of that, okay? That ain't your job to come down here and take care of what you think your God believes in. If your God is all powerful, then you let him take care of those people who you think are sinners and going to hell. Your hands are clean, brother. You walk away. Okay, let them live their life, and you let your God strike them down or go to hell if they're going to do that. That should be enough for you. That should be enough for you. Live your life the way you with kindness and leave other motherfuckers alone. That's me, brother. Nasty old man. Thank you. I love being called nasty old man by red hats and Nazis. It's my favorite fucking thing in the world, man. I love it. Keep it coming, man. Keep it coming, and I bet you look like a fucking walking, talking thumb. You ever notice that you click on these guys' profile and they all look the same bald? They shave their hair because they're losing their hair. Not everybody. They're not all as lucky at 54 to have long hair, and that pisses them off. They come in, first thing they call me is gay. And then they call me homeless, and then they call me Kid Rock, and then they call me any name that they can under their in their head, and they expect it to make me cry or whatever. No, I don't cry. I fight. I'm not the typical pink-haired liberal that you would see, that you like to think that they all are when you look on Facebook. You like to put up your little memes with people with the big people with pink hair and mohawks and shit like that. Look, and you think that they're all afraid of you. Try me, motherfucker. Try me. Because I ain't afraid of none of you clowns. Not a single one of you. Take off hat. There you go. Yeah, there you go. It's there. It's real. Now what you got to say? Now what you got to say, man? You trying to catch me in a lie saying I'm bald? I don't know about all that. But you should do some research and be careful what you say about God. One day, You will, as we all will, stand before God. I talk to God every day, brother. My God's not your God. There's over 3,000 gods out there. Let me ask you, how did you decide that your God was the correct God out of the 3,000 gods? I'll wait. I'll wait. Yeah, I'm going to meet God one day, and guess what? God's going to take me in his arms, and he's going to say, good job, brother. Good job. That's what God's going to say to me. You know what he's going to say to you? Oh, you didn't protect innocent people? Oh, you were okay with 50% of the detainees in this ICE building being legal? Yeah, 50% of those people weren't even they weren't even illegals, and they were tortured. They were treated like complete shit, and their freedom taken away because of their color of skin. But let's not talk about that, right? Let's not talk about how they're getting half of the shit wrong out there. Well, you may not want to talk about it right now, but when you stand before that gate and they're trying to, you're wondering if it's going to swing open, and God looks at you and he says, "Oh, you didn't protect these innocent people. All these innocent people on the streets who were being killed, detained. You didn't protect them." You know, well, they were illegal. No, God would say, actually, most of them weren't, because Trump's a fucking idiot and he wants to do everything in a day when it ain't going to happen like that. It's going to take years to get these illegal people out of here. Okay. That's the whole fucking argument. Due process. And they're going to get it. This just randomly flying people out of here. That shit's going to stop, man. We're going to make sure that the people that you are picking up, putting in these cages and fucking buildings and torturing, that they're real, that they are really illegal. That's going to be a thing. We are going to start making sure of that. And if you're not, then accountability's a motherfucker, ain't it? He ain't going to be in office forever. You didn't protect black folk. Wait. You didn't protect black folks, neither did your ancestors. I protected black folks all my fucking life, man. Who are you? Who are you? I live in Memphis, Tennessee, brother. I'm invited to every barbecue around here. I've always protected black people. So don't come in here thinking you're going to troll somebody when you know nothing about liver cheese over here, okay? My black friends call me John Brown, bitch. You know who John Brown is? You probably don't, because you probably got a 3rd grade education. Why don't you go ahead and look up John Brown and tell me what he's about? That's who I've been called. And I take that as a high praise. The highest compliment I think I've ever gotten would be to be compared to John Brown. What a hero. What an American hero. Gave his life for this country and for black people. A white man. Yeah, last night I was looking at all these pictures and everything, and they were showing pictures from the civil rights movement, and you'd see all these, when you've seen the pictures where you got the kids going into the school and you got the idiot white people behind them yelling at them like they're murderers or something because they happen to be black. Yeah, and throwing rocks at him and shit like that. We all remember that. I don't remember it. It was before I was born. It was right before I was born. But here's something that people don't really talk about too much, okay? When you go back and you look at those pictures from schools and you see those white kids out there yelling, throwing stones and shit at black people, that's today's Trump voter. Yeah, that's our grandparents. That's our grandparents that you see in those pictures. Yeah. Kind of makes more sense now, doesn't it? When you think about that. No one ever talks about that. Oh, we had one yesterday that was really good up here. It was a Memphis Safe Task Force. That's our version of that's what they're calling ICE down here. There's a video of one of them. They were serving a warrant, and which is fine and dandy, but they served a warrant, and this puppy comes running out. I swear it's a puppy. It's not. It's this big. Comes running out. They got their police dog, and one of the officers punted the puppy. The puppy's okay, but the video's out there. Go look it up, and you can find another example of what human garbage these people are. shoving women down, kicking puppies. I mean, enough's enough, guys. Time to quit living on your knees and stand up. I love every one of you. You got any questions or anything, guys? Any of my regulars or anybody got anything? Like saying I'm not a racist. I have black friends. Yeah, no shit. Oh, you're talking about me when I'm talking about the barbecue? No, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing at all. I'm in a city of majority African Americans, brother. We got 80% African American in this city. So that's definitely not the same thing because my black friends are the entire city. I don't have friends based on color. I have friends based on character. I'll meet you. I don't care if you're blue, purple, green, red, yellow, brown, black. I don't give a fuck. I'll know within 10 minutes whether or not I want to hang out with you or whether I want to walk away. It's a simple thing, man. Judge each people individually. For you not to do that, you failed as a person. You failed as a person. You've let the machine tell you how you should think about brown people. Disgusting. Disgusting. Wake up. Wake up. Snap out of it. All right. You say that for protection. Yeah, I say that for protection. My God, dude. What the fuck? No, I say that as a good human being, man. What are we? I'm talking about defending black guys and how black people fucking love me in this city, and you're turning around and you say that, but that's because you want them to defend you. No, I say that because I'm a decent human being who talks to other people. That's why I say that. I'm not a piece of garbage. You're scared. What am I scared of? What a beautiful day, guys. I'm so excited about this. Fuck that groundhog. That groundhog's wrong, man. We're going to get early spring. I look like a pedophile. Well, here's the difference between me and you, brother. I may look like a pedophile, but I don't support and defend pedophiles. So you can tell me all day I look like a pedophile, but I'm not the one fucking supporting them and not holding them accountable. Don't you dare come in here with that bullshit. Silly fucking bastard. A bunch of sheep supporting Trump. Spring is coming in more ways than one. Spring is coming. Spring's coming. Spring's coming in more ways than one. All right. You get fired up so easy. Yeah, I do, man. That's why I got, that's why I got the amount of subs I got. People like to see that shit. But what you don't see about me is actually at night, you can hear stories between people who should be enemies. And it's a great experience, man. I'm not coming in here begging for subs because I don't make any money doing this. I'm First Amendment auditor, but we need more new people willing to have conversations come join our streams. I'll put you up. I'll put you up so I can see you and you can talk to me. As long as I got to get a little sense of how you are before I do that, because a lot of people will do silly stuff if you put them live and you don't know who they are. But yeah, it's a good time. It's a good place. It's loving people. It's a loving atmosphere. We get all our nastiness out of the way, all of our things we saw on TV for the day, and then we ask each other about our lives, and if we have any problems, we bring them up, and other people help you. It's like free therapy. That's what we were talking about last night. Free therapy. I'll just scream facts because feelings. Scream at facts. What facts am I screaming at, Ross? Are you talking to me or are you talking about them? Because I mean, if you say that, I want to know exactly what fact you say I'm screaming about, or what you think I'm screaming about that's not fact. We don't believe in rioting, y'all say. Look, man, there You haven't seen riots because you haven't. You might in the spring. Here's the thing about protesting, guys, okay? You can scream and holler about the way people protest. You can scream and holler at all you want to. But when somebody's been protesting for 50, 100 years and they're not being heard, then the protests aren't working. And it's time to take it to the next level and to remind people that, yeah, you didn't do a goddamn thing last time. Pardon my language. I didn't mean to use that, Wolfie. Yeah. Oh, you used a big word. Congrats. Man, who the hell are you, bro? I'm college educated. I bet you got a 5th grade education. As a matter of fact, I can almost guarantee you got a 5th grade education. The average American reads on a 5th grade level. That's you. The guy who said, oh, you used a big word. Guarantee you. I see it every day, guys. I see it every day. It's the same shit. Guys who can't get laid, who have to go in and make politics their personality and lives. Saddest shit I've ever seen in history. That we would be at a place like that, but here we are. Here we are, and it gets worse and worse because they get less and less pussy. They get less and less, and they get madder and madder, and a lot of them have pent up homosexual feelings too. That's huge on that side because they don't want to address it because they think it's sin. I didn't read that, bro. Sorry if it was something that was. Let's see. What facts are all out there? Tell me what facts. Tell me what fact that you have that I've been on here complaining about. Please, just you. I'm just focusing on you. All these other trolls, I just want to know one fact that that you think is a fact that I'm in here bitching about. That I know for absolutely it's not a fact. 100%. Guaranteed. You never have facts. Never. If you're on the side of Trump, you don't give a fuck about facts. Facts have never been a problem for you because you just run right past them. Yeah, he doesn't have any, of course. You're talking to the comments? Okay. See, that's why, and if you're talking to the comments, I apologize to you, brother. R66, I apologize to you. It's hard for me because I can't, I think everything's directed at me. So take that apology, please. I thought you were coming at me. It happens, man, which is the reason our stream at night is so much better. I can have up to 10 of you up there talking and I can see you instead of you having. I don't know why it did it to me just then, but it did. And if they're still here, the only reason y'all are getting mad because you won't be able to do those low wages anymore because we're not having it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm gonna pin that one, brother. That's a good one right there. Show that on stage. That's a good one. You're the man. Or woman. You notice how I don't give a fuck? I really don't care if it's a man or a woman who comes up with these amazing comments and points. Never even crossed my mind. If there's a good idea, if there's a good comment, why do we? I don't know. Well, I say we. It's not me. It's not me. I'll take a good idea from anybody. A lot of people like to. If women have a comment, they want to bring up something about being a woman, which I don't understand. Well, maybe that's the reason you don't get laid. Maybe that has something to do with it. Right. I'm glad it was figured out. If you weren't so irrational, you wouldn't make these mistakes. Do you really think a college educated makes someone smarter? Absolutely, it does. Hell yeah, I think it does. What kind of question is that? Guys, did you read that? Somebody just said, do you really think a college education makes someone smarter? Absolutely, it makes someone smarter. Abso-fucking-lutely. If you don't like that, go to college. That's what I'll tell you. What a moronic thing to say. What a moron. What kind of a moron statement is that? You think a college education makes you smarter? Yes. 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 That's why when you go apply for a fucking job, if you have a fucking college degree in that field, guess what? You're hired. They're not going to hire Joe Bob from down the fucking road over there that works on fucking cars for a living. All right. He's never going to be a doctor. He's never going to be that. He's always going to be a worker bee, that guy over there. Everybody, so you go to college because you don't want to use these all your life. There's nothing wrong with that. You can use these all your life. We need worker bees. We got to have worker bees. We got to have people that roof the ceiling, that roof the roofs and cut the grass and pick the vegetables. Yeah, we got to have that. We got to have that. You don't have to worry about college educated people taking your job, bro. Okay. They're not going to take your job. They're going to take a high paying job where they don't have to do that all day. So the most ridiculous thing said on the internet today by, what's his name? Bonsai. I'm going to pin that one. That's just, whoo, that's a good one right there. Let's show it on stage. Be proud of that, buddy. Be proud of that comment right there. Now, all right, sorry about that. I'm going to help you out, brother, if you're still here. With the pinned comment there, do you really think college education makes someone smarter? I think what you were trying to say is, do you really think a college education makes someone wiser? That's what I think you were trying to say. So I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt there that you got lost in the shuffle there. In your brain. All right, guys, my phone's about to quit on me, man. Hopefully I got a few subs. Come over and join us over there tonight at Gen Express. We do a live feed every night. We're gonna have a good time. You want to come on stage? Come on and do that. Okay. Oh, hold on, I got a charger right here. Let's see if I can charge this back up. See, am I still here? Yeah, I'm still here. All right. What does that say? FBA, you're prejudiced, motherfucker. MLK for equality, not in. Okay, I'm racist, bro. I'm racist against white people. I'm racist against white people. Did y'all know that? I'm racist against white people. Racist against white people. No, I point out the hypocrisy. That's why you call me racist against white people. How dare me point out the hypocrisy, right? Get a life, bro. All right. I don't give a damn what you call me. I'm stating facts, and so you must be from the lineage of evil. What the fuck is the lineage of evil? What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm from the lineage of evil. When you start to hear terms like that from the other side, they start to call you or your group of your side. They start to call you evil and demon and stuff like that. That's how you know you're dealing with a TP USA Nazi right there. When they start doing that, let me tell you something, TP USA. Okay, your religion will never be the religion of this country. You understand that? There's a church on every fucking corner, yet you want to go on news every night and talk about how Christians are being persecuted. Give me a fucking break. There's a church on every motherfucking corner in this country. We're just not that into you anymore, okay? Get over yourselves. The largest religious group in the country is called nuns. NONES, which means I don't subscribe to any religion at all. That's the number one growing group in this country. That's a fact. So it's not an attack on Christianity at all. You pretty much sealed your fate when you started preaching about Trump. When you started preaching about Trump and bringing Trump into the fold, and you made it all about him, and you forgot about Jesus and God, and it's all about Trump and how are we going to save our country from evil people out there. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to go and you're going to live your fucking life. You're going to go to church every day or every Sunday, and you're going to look around you and you're going to see your numbers dwindling, getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And if you want to stay in there, if that's what keeps you a moral person, then by all means stay in there. But it's dying. It's dying and it's going away. We're just not that into you anymore. Now, if you're a real Christian like Wolfie in here, that's okay, man. I'm a Jesus guy. I love Jesus. I think Jesus was a great guy. Jesus, could you imagine Jesus meeting Trump? How that would go? All right, but anyway, where are we at? All right, thanks for sticking around with me, guys. We got a few people in here. I appreciate it. We'll go 5 more minutes. Anybody got anything you want to say? You want to add anything? Anybody want to add anything? That might not be just. Sorry, guys, my shit keeps cutting off because my phone's real low, and I have it plugged in, but I keep like a dumbass. I keep turning off the car, and it's not charging the phone when I turn it off. So apologize, but the religious right really betrayed their morals by backing Trump, even if you don't believe all the evidence of his misconduct. He acts anti-ethical to Christian values. Thank you for that wonderful quote there. Shut up, pedal, shut up, pedal. Hey, nice hat. Appreciate you, bro. Or broette. Did you know that Jesus was a Jew? He supported Hebrew law. Israel has very specific immigration laws. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Guys, if you're thinking about doing something for yourself today, if you thought, I really need to do something special for myself today, and you were looking for a sign to do that, here's your sign right here. Go do it. Go do something very nice for yourself. Okay, you deserve it. Go do something nice. A lot of times these days, self-care. You can look at me, and I can't really preach on self-care, but as far as mentally self-care goes, go grab that ice cream or that milkshake or go see that show or go see that movie that you wanted to see. Do it. Okay, we're not promised tomorrow, so I'm giving you your sign today. If it's a beautiful day like it is here, get out and enjoy it. Okay, do that. You will be happy at the end of the day that you did. Jesus was against homosexuality, trans, breaking man's laws. You can cherry pick anything you want to out of the Bible. Show me your tits. There you go, brother. Just for you. Hope you feel better. I know I do. I know I feel better after having done that. I would go on a walk with you right now, but my phone's, like I said, my phone's charging and sitting at 4%. All right, they got parts in the Bible that they don't read. You should read them and find out why they don't read them. Oh, I know about shellfish, about how you can't eat shellfish, about how you can't wear mixed materials. You can't mix. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that my boys, the good liars. I'm sure you guys have probably seen them on YouTube. They do that all the time. When somebody brings up being gay, they'll bring, "Well, do you eat shellfish?" And 90% of the time they don't know what he's talking about, and he'll mention it. Or are you wearing mixed fabrics? Or, oh, did you know that in the Bible there was two girls that raped their father, got them drunk and raped their father? I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. A lot of stuff in there that questionable. Those are Hebrew laws. I'm not Hebrew. And that's another thing, man, that, you have to remind people all the time that, if they come up, oh, well, that's wrong. That's wrong. They come up, oh, that's wrong. That's wrong. I look at them and say, well, why do you say it's wrong? And they tell you, well, it says in the Bible. That's when you look at them straight in the face and say, well, guess what? I'm not a Christian. So it's not wrong for me. It's wrong for you, but it's not wrong for me. So carry on with your day. Carry on with your day and go talk about how wrong I am to everybody. Okay. Your religion, not mine. I'm not required to follow your religion. Tomato, tomato. 77 million people voted for Trump. 77 million voted for Trump. Let's see how many he gets in the next one, bro. See how many. Here's the thing, man. Okay. In 2020, when there was no evidence at all of any voter fraud, after many, 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 many recounts, he continues to this day to talk about how he lost that election. Yet, I'm an adult and I know Trump won 2024. But in the back of my mind, I'm not a fucking moron. So I could come out and say, you know what? The billionaire, one of the richest men in the world, bought that election for Trump. I could say that. And I could absolutely probably find some scraps of information which would support that. But you know what? I'm an adult. Trump won the election in 2024. He lost the election in 2022. And that's what being an adult is. Accepting facts. Even if in the back of your mind, you're going, wait a minute, this just doesn't seem right. You know what I mean? Keep yourself level. FBA, I've read the whole Bible. History is full of, could you specify your baseless claims? No, I'm good, bro. I don't have to do that with you. I'm not going to sit here and talk about something I don't believe in, bro. It's just not going to happen. Just not feeling it right now, okay? Because I can tell what you're trying to do, and I'm not going to be a part of it. But again, I will say, if you get a moral compass from Christianity, and it's a good moral compass, a compass that makes you a good person who does not want to hurt other people, then all the more power to you. And you're practicing Christianity the correct way. So thank you for that. But I'm not going to talk to this guy, okay? All right. Donald. What's up with the stash, man? I got shitty teeth, bro. Shitty teeth. So I cover it up because we're a visual country. And if I'm talking to you and I've got shitty teeth, you're not going to listen to a damn thing I say. You're going to think I'm a redneck hillbilly from Tennessee who don't have a say-so in this country. I cover it up so you can hear the words coming out of my mouth without focusing there. Perfectly honest. You're not going to be part of it. Well said. Yeah, man, today was it's never fun on a Friday with a beautiful day to wake up and see this racist shit on TV. The monkey videos, and you're just like, man, I didn't need this. Can I wake up one fucking day without this dickhead doing something divisive? Just one day without this moron trying to destroy one side of our country. Have you ever met a president who only governed for one side? Never happened. Never happened in the history of our country. It's happening right now. Not for long, but it is. Any questions? LOL, at least you're honest, but not everyone that judgmental, man. I'd hear you out if you speak clearly the way you are right now. Bro, the emotions make people not speak clearly. When people get angry about something and they have a passion about something, then that's the way they talk. I'm not going to sit here and I'm going to ask you the questions. I'm going to ask you, did Trump win in 2020? If you say yes, then our conversation's done. Our conversation's done. That's my barometer as to whether or not I talk to you. Did Trump win the 2020 election? If you say no, then we can have a civil conversation. Hopefully some of you guys subbed and want to come in and join our fun at night. I'm telling you, man, we do have fun. I know you're just hearing the negative side right now, but I'm very passionate about my beliefs. But I'm also very passionate about everybody's an individual. So if you have reasons for feeling the way you feel, tell me about them. But when it comes down, if you, when you get to the point where you say Mexicans, all the Mexicans illegals coming in are all murderers and rapists, I'm going to stop you right there and I'm going to walk away because it's not the case. I talked to illegals, maybe not illegals, but I talked to Hispanic people. I don't know if they're illegal or not. I don't ask them. It's not like I'm going up to them. Are you illegal? Are you legal in this country? I don't do that. But if you can prove to me that you're a person who judges each person individually, then we can talk. We can be friends. We can talk about a lot of things. We can talk until you hurt another person. When you start hurting other people, then we're done. We're done. I'm a peaceful person. I will not hurt other people unless I see someone hurting an innocent person. Then I'll get not peaceful very quick. All right, guys. Thank you for spending a little bit of time with me today. I'm going to come back tonight. Tonight's going to be a lot more fun. Hopefully you subbed and you come in. If you want to troll a little bit, that's okay too. But we play like that. But at the end of the day, man, we're solving problems over there, and I'd like you to be a part of it. What the fuck? This is the first time I've learned a new style for humanity. Look wise, I'm geeked, and let me seeing this. I'm unsure how to feel. Well, I mean, it shouldn't really. Are you talking about my looks, man? Let me see. I confuse people, man. I confuse people. Thank you. Thank you. The people who come in here and say, thank you for trying to keep your humanity, but a lot of these people aren't reachable. I totally understand that, man. I get what you're saying, and I agree with you, but I can't stop trying. I just can't stop trying because I'm really, really scared for our country. And I know we're going to be seeing some pretty disturbing stuff. And I just want people to wind up on the right side of history. If everything turns out the way I think it could, then there's going to be a lot of people who aren't going to be wanting to come out of their house. And it shouldn't be that way, guys. We shouldn't fear people. We shouldn't fear other people. People in general are good. We're good. I'll always believe it. To divide this country, he started it. He divided this country. He started. Trip. Wait. Or John. John, I agree with you to a certain extent. There. I don't. I don't know that he started it. I think that it's been there. I think it's been there since Rush Limbaugh. If I'm being honest, it's been there since Rush Limbaugh. He started making it okay, to go on the radio and talk about things that normally you wouldn't talk about in front of a black person. That's what bothered. I noticed it when it happened many, 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 many years ago, decades even ago, that what Rush Limbaugh was doing, and I knew he was going to be a huge problem for this country. Rush Limbaugh created Fox News. Fox News comes and they're an entertainment company. They had to say so in court. They're not a news company. They had to say they're an entertainment company. And I tell people that all the time, and they're like, "So what? I don't care." They say what I want to hear. I just don't get that way of thinking, man. I will never get that way of thinking. Never. Makes no sense. I don't believe that all people are. I believe most will say what you want to hear. Oh, that's kind of a I don't know. That just seems like a defeatist attitude to have, kind of. But you're right. There are people who, when they're around you, the phony people, they're around you and they're one person and you leave and they're talking behind your back or they're not really a moral person. It's just a front. I can spot them within 10 seconds of talking to them. Let me talk to somebody for 10 seconds. I'll tell you if they're a trophy wife. I'll tell you, wait, I don't want to back myself into a corner here. It sounds like that sounds a little too confident. I can't tell within 5 minutes, but I am a good reader of an aura. I can sense an aura about a person, and generally I tend to go with that. It's never proven me wrong. It's almost always 100%. I don't know, but everybody's different. Everybody's different. Different strokes for different folks. Hey, Wolf, I got a sticker for you, bro. I just picked this up. If you're still here, he's probably not here. He's at work. I'm getting ready to go to work too. It's a different kind of work. All right, here we go. I really like this. This is a funny sticker. I hope you guys enjoy it. A nice trolly sticker right there. It's funny. All right. And you know what, guys? I am very much an ally. Very much an ally. But I'm also a human being, and I understand that even being an ally, you know, a sticker like this, it's funny. It's a funny sticker. Okay. What makes us a little different, you know? Sometimes we'll throw out jokes and ask, is this joke a racist joke or is this joke acceptable? And we have discussions about stuff like that. It's pretty cool. On Valentine's Day, so I just got a, what about your hat? What about it? Oh, it says, what's it say? Oh, don't be a cocksucker? Yep. I stand by that. That's just common sense, right? All right, guys. What do we got? Funny, I got a sticker idea for you. I bet you eat a Snickers bar upside down to feel the ribs on your tongue. That's kind of disturbing, boss. I'm not gonna lie. But I kind of, what's Trips Media? I kind of got a little chuckle out of that. It's a little disturbing though, because you have to visualize it, and yeah, I don't think I like visualizing that. But I appreciate the comment, bro. Thank you for that. It says rooster lollipop. Yeah, that is what it says. You want to be technical about it. No, guys. I mean, I'm a First Amendment auditor. I just like I like eclectic stuff. Like what shirt am I wearing? I'm not wearing a real trolley shirt today. It's just a Ghost shirt, the band Ghost. But being a First Amendment auditor, sometimes when I'm out, I find hats that they're interesting, conversation starters, if you will. Being a First Amendment auditor, I want people to come over and ask me questions. So that's why I have hats like this. But I'm not going to lie to you, it is my personality. I wear this kind of stuff all over the place every day. I got anti-Nazi shirts. I got anti-racism shirts. I've got 100 different band shirts, weird bands that people, oh, that's interesting. What are they about? So these things are conversation starters. And sometimes they help you have conversations with people that you wouldn't have thought you'd had one with. It says rooster lollipop. Yes, it does. I keep knocking myself out of my stream. I was trying to go down and read the bottom question. Honest question: do you acknowledge any good? Hell yes, man. Hell yes, I do. Bonds, I appreciate that, man. That's a very good question. It's a very good question. Thank you for that. Absolutely. You can go back and look at my body of work. I actually get more pride out of finding good cops than I do bad cops. Makes me feel so good whenever an educated cop comes up and is nice and civil with me, and sometimes even thanks me for what I do. That's great, and I put them up. I put them up in my videos. They don't get a ton of views, those videos, but it's not all about views, man. We got to highlight. If you're going to highlight the bad, you got to highlight the good too. My goal is not to go out and hunt down bad cops. I don't hunt cops at all. I just go out and record it in public. Cops get called on me, and that's just part of the game. But I whenever they come out, generally I'm okay. I don't feel like this is going to wind up being a bad situation. It just all depends, if they come up and it's like anybody else. If people come up with an attitude, they get a little attitude back. With cops, I might not push back as hard on them as I should sometimes, but I definitely highlight the good ones. I highlight the good ones. They have a hard job. I'm an auditor out here telling you that cops have one of the most difficult jobs, probably maybe the most difficult job in the country. And I feel bad for them sometimes, because I feel like in order to really function and be good at that job, it takes a lot more training than what they get. So I know, and I empathize that they get thrown into those situations without a lot of training, and a lot of bad things happen. Man, I look for an excuse to pardon that cop. When I watch a video of a cop shooting someone, I'm looking like, okay, let's check it out. Let's see if he really should have done that. And I'm hoping that he should have, because we don't need any more of these damn videos. You know what I mean? It's a powder keg. But absolutely respect police, 100% respect them until they don't respect you. When they don't respect you, then they're not like God. I mean, they're people with badges. They're public servants. Don't be total pricks to them, but if they give you nastiness, give it back to them in a legal way. In a legal way. Legal. Thank you, Bonsai. I appreciate it, man. That's how more what we're like at night. We kind of, even when we're not playing games and we're talking about music, we talk about music quite a bit. And I'm going to start a new video series where we're going to do nostalgic items that I find. So if anything like that interests you, I know there's people out there want nostalgia right now. They're grasping for it. They want it because we've lost it. We've lost malls. We've lost blockbusters. We've lost so many things as a country. And I want to make it a point to get you a little video evidence and maybe a little story with that Evil Knievel, whatever it is I find that day. And hopefully it'll give you a couple of minutes just to go, that's nice. That's nice to watch those things. That's what I want to do. And hopefully you guys help me do that. If you have any suggestions on content you want, as long as it's good content, I'll give it a go. All right, guys, I got to get out of here though, man. I got a lot of people in here. It's hard for me to jump off the stream, but I tell everybody in here, like I tell all my subs, I love all you guys from the bottom of my heart. I want you to continue to talk to one another. Do not stop. Do not stop. And remember what I always say. It's not red versus blue. It's the 1% versus you. Okay. Love you guys. Hopefully I'll see you tonight. Out. All right, I'm back. I didn't end the stream correctly. Fair guy. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. I didn't end the stream correctly, so I had to come back and end it, or otherwise y'all would have just been sitting in here in this room. I love you guys, and hopefully I'll see you guys tonight, or whenever you want to stop by and say hello. And let's see you next time. Hopefully I end it